Hello, 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 everyone. This your girl Shanidra with Let's Dig Deep, getting to the root of things. Today's topic is live in peace, not in pieces. This is an intro to our whole month series. I've already did one interview. I have another one Friday on Live in Peace, Not in Pieces. It goes along with our Revelations booklets. As you can see, we also have the coffee mugs that you can also purchase as you get your Revelations book. But this one is, again, Live in Peace, Not in Pieces. So you can purchase this on our website at seafortressmagazine.com and also our Revelations journals, which this journal, Live in Peace, Not in Pieces, is going to have the end of all the interviews that we do for this segment for this month. So I am so excited to get it started. God gave it to me maybe last month, and it's happening this month. So to start, um, live in peace, not in pieces. So many times we live in pieces. We have a piece of us over here, piece of us over there, piece of us that we're keeping in, piece of us we're showing, piece of us we're not showing. It's all these pieces. And we going everywhere but God to try to cope with all these pieces and mend them back together ourselves or cope with them and try to control the emptiness that we have inside. Um, but you can't control the emptiness inside with anything but God. God said, cast all your burdens unto Him. So therefore, that means that everything that you have from your past, from childhood hurt to church hurt to relationship hurt, all of those pieces of you, all those pieces to the puzzle is what makes you who you are. And until those pieces are complete in the puzzle, you just have pieces just scattered around. So until you put all the pieces of the puzzle together, what do you have? Just a scattered puzzle. And you have to figure out, okay, this piece go here, this piece go here, in order to make it whole. Well, the only person that can make us whole is God. Period. So many people would try to mend their pieces or their emptiness, try to control it with alcohol, food, um, drugs, um, being out there sexually. Um, they try to control this emptiness inside of them. But they don't realize that, everything that they grab, everything they gravitate to, whether it's a relationship or drugs or um, food, none of that, except if you overeat, you become obese. How is that helping you? If you smoke a cigarette or whatever drug you want to smoke, how is that helping you? It makes your lungs black. So how is that helping you? In relationships, most of the time, the controlling people that try to control the relationships try to control it because they're trying to avoid some type of emptiness within themselves, whether it's abandonment or uh, insecurities, because them insecurities start being loud. And the more they try to control the other person, the more control they really give into the other person. They are allowing the other person to have a lot more control than they realize because they too busy trying to control their emptiness of abandonment. They don't want to feel abandoned, so they stay in relationships too long. They take more than they should take. Just to try to control the emptiness. So they're living in pieces, not in peace. We have so many people that are being touched, and a piece of them is violated. Most pedophiles or whatever was touched. Listening to the R. Kelly thing, I didn't watch the whole thing, but listening to it was like, oh wow, R. Kelly, this happened to him. So coincidentally, unconsciously, he ends up doing the same thing. That's the same thing in parenting as well. We don't realize it, but the same thing that we say, oh, I'm not going to do that to my child, ends up happening. Not that we wanted to hurt our child or our child to go through anything that we went through, but it ends up happening because we never dealt with that emptiness. And we never allowed God to help us. We never cast those burdens to Him. We casted it to cigarettes. We cast it to food. We cast it to false friendships, false relationships. Cast it to everything but God and wonder why we still feel empty. We cast it to the church. We got hurt by that. We cast it to everybody else but God and wonder why we still feel empty. God said, what is it to gain the whole world and lose your own soul? All these pieces of the puzzle that you scattering around because you refuse to deal with that emptiness inside of you is hurting other people. You are empty inside. You are completely empty. You too busy faking it till you make it, and that's not helping you at all. You're not helping yourself at all. Oh, ain't nothing wrong. Oh, and then with the touching stuff, had R. Kelly's family or whoever family. I don't even have to talk about R. Kelly because I'm not trying to get any clout or whatever you want to call it over there. So I'm not going to mention him anymore. What I'm saying is, in these families, we they our families, we're gonna deal with our culture. And in our culture, we too busy faking it till we make it. And we don't deal with the issues. We cover it up. Oh, don't talk about that. Don't let nobody know. No, no. So then that person touches this person, and then it goes on down because we're not going to talk about it. Remember, we can't talk about it. That's on the hush hush because you're not going to make me look bad. You look bad for allowing this to go on for generations and generations. That is sad. You are sad for that. That is selfish and evil to be that self-centered, to not want to help your child or whoever that has been touched or whatever has happened to them. And you want to sweep it under the rug because you want to look perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. God said, if you say that you have never sinned, the truth does not lie in you. You are a liar. And the truth ain't in you. If you think you've never sinned and you're just so perfect, God said in His word that the truth is not in you, period. So you're a liar. Why you faking it till you make it? You too busy faking it till you make it that you can't even be in reality for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. You can't even face what's really going on. Your kids seeing you just acting a fool, but you better not act a fool. Do what I say and not what I do. So you too rebellious to do what's right, but you want your child to do what's right. So God is like, oh no, it don't work like that. You gonna get fed up with your child or whoever until you get some act right with your rebellious, prideful self, arrogant self. I don't have to change. Ain't nothing wrong. Yes, everything's wrong with you. You causing hurt on your child because you hurt and you don't want to deal with your hurt. You ain't dealt with the emptiness inside of you. So you are making your child or whoever empty. They have an emptiness because now what happened to you that you don't want to talk about with your perfect self has happened to them. Now your child or children is living your life. And you're looking at them, how could you take this? How could I not take this? You took this. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to do what you say and not what you do. That don't make sense. People watch what you do. Kids at 2 years old copy out. They are parrots. They just repeat and copy what they see you doing. So if you talking trash, they're gonna talk trash. If you acting like trash, they're gonna act like trash. Period. You can't get mad at them, get mad at yourself. You doing it. Then you want to get mad at your child and say, don't do that. You representing me. Yes, they are. They are representing you. And sometimes as I am realizing that, there's two sides of a child. That's why it's important that we keep the other side of that child in their life so they can see their other side. Because there's another part of it. Because I was confused with my daughter. I can kind of see, I see my old spirit in her, so I can kind of deal with her. She is a little bit different than I am, but I can address her spirit. But my son is like totally, it catches me off guard because I'm like, wow, I've never done this. Like, my mother would tell you I've never done this. So this is confusing, but at the same time, we're not only dealing with what we did, it's the other part of them too. And sometimes it's not fair, but when we see it, we're gonna have to break that spirit. And we should have thought twice before we, decided to embark on that territory. Um, but quit trying to control your emptiness. It's not helping you. You're not being helped at all. I'm sorry. You're not helping nobody else. I had to learn recently that me downplaying myself for other people to feel good wasn't pleasing to God. So I didn't know that because I was always trying to make other people feel good and, don't really talk about myself because, oh my gosh, I don't want people to think that I think I'm all that. But God is like, I made you all that. And you gonna downplay that? For who? So you gonna let them tell you who you are? I told you who you are, who I made you to be. Don't be ashamed of the gifts I have given you. I gave you them gifts. And I want you to prosper in them gifts. And I'm gonna make you prosperous in them gifts. And there ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Don't let their insecurities stop you from being who I told you to be. They mad because they not doing nothing. They got the same amount of time in a day that you have. Don't get upset because you decided at me because you decided to lay down all day and I decided to do something. I mean, when I started business 6 years ago, 2015, I thought for sure I was going to get help, especially from my color. I thought, honey, I'm going to go to all my people. I'm not going to nobody else. And I'm going to get help. I'm going to tell them what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to get help. I got scammed, just all types of stuff. And it's like, wow, really? People withholding information. They don't want to tell me stuff. It's like, wow, why you want to tell me? But now that I realize you didn't want to tell me because you knew I was going to do something with it. You would tell somebody that you think ain't going to do nothing with it. Oh, yeah, you could have did this, you could do that. But with somebody that you know for a fact is going to do something with it, oh, I can't tell you because you're going to outshine me. How sickening is that? That's why I started my Destined to Be classes because I was about sick of us being jealous of each other and trying to withhold information and thinking you holding somebody back. You ain't holding nobody back because I'm going to get it regardless. Joseph brothers in the Bible tried to hold Joseph back. They thought they got rid of Joseph. Ha, ha, ha. We got rid of him. Lied to their daddy, had their daddy hurt all these years. Ha, 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 yeah. Joseph thought we was going to bow down to him. Ha, ha, ha. We got rid of him. Now what? Joseph went to jail. He got out of jail, got back in jail for somebody lying on him, got back out, and then what? Everybody had to go through Joseph. Yes, everybody had to go through Joseph. Just as he told them, they didn't want to believe him. They thought that they could stop him, but you can't stop what God has blessed, period. Period. So even with business, don't don't not start your business because somebody else done started. They not you, period. They are not you. So what? Somebody started photography business. So what? They not me. They're not gonna do it the way I do it. They're not gonna. If you can do what I do, honey, by all means, try it. Try it. You can go by every step I went through and see if it works for you. It's not. Somebody has tried to take my ideas, and God just dismantled it. They went completely downhill. When I say God said vengeance is his, let it be his, period. Period. Quit trying to take things in your own. Mm-mm. Don't do it. I did it for so many years. People would tip me off, and I try to get them told myself. But it's just like how we handle our children. It's like, okay, if I told my son not to hit girls and to tell me if his sister hits him, but then he takes it upon himself to hit her, well, now he done delayed me whooping her because I'm going to have to whoop him first for number one, hitting her. Number two, yes, she hit him and she shouldn't have hit him, but you were told to let me handle it. She is a girl. You are not supposed to put your hands on. And that's the same way that God looks at us. He told us to let him handle it. So when we put it in our own hands, he deals with us first. See, I didn't understand that. I'm like, dang, why am I getting in trouble? I'm just defending myself. God, like, what did I tell you? I told you to let me handle it. Now you want to take it upon your, okay, out here looking like a fool. I got you. And when I say God got you, he got you. I mean, from the schools to the everything, and God will let you see it. When I say I'm a living witness that he will let you see it, he will let you see it because I went to National College. They try to play me. Knoxville National College is shut down. I also went to a beauty school. It was next to Chuck E. Cheese in Knoxville. That shut down. You don't even see it. It's gone. I mean, that's just two examples. Um, Someone did me wrong in Ross. It was a boss. She made me do everything. I go in as a business owner now. And how about God got her doing the same thing she had me do? And she miserable. I mean, and I'm not gloating in anybody's misery. I'm just stating when you allow God to handle it, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. When I say he can top anything that you may think or try to do, let God handle it because he got you, honey. He got you. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Controlled empty. Emptiness is not good. Stop trying to control the emptiness and deal with it. Honey, it is so freeing. That's why he told you to cast all your burdens unto him. And I'm telling you this because I'm just now coming to I was in pieces. So I'm not judging nobody because I was in pieces. And God had to put all my pieces together. He had to show me things, had to sever things. He had to do a lot of things. And y'all will see that in these interviews or whatever of, me dealing with some of the things because I'm going to add the revelations that I was receiving last year onto the video. I mean, this is going to be an exclusive video because this is something that needs to be dealt with like soon. So don't try to control your emptiness. Please just stop it because that goes into everything. But that is the intro because I don't want to give you too much. But that tops it. That is exactly what it is on. When you living in pieces and not in peace, you're not happy. You lose yourself. Trying to please other people other than God, you lose yourself. And it's time to find yourself in the word. And then before I end that on the word, because I'm so sick and tired of people saying, honey, that was man-made. Man wrote the word and all, honey, and you following man right now while you clocking in and doing what man told you to do in this man-made world. Well, it's not man-made world. And then this universe stuff, let me hit on that too. Because I'm sick and tired of, oh, the universe will give it back to you. Who created the universe? Prove that. See, I know God created the universe. And I know God is real, not just by the word, but by my personal experience with God. There's no way in God's green earth that I could have survived half the stuff that I survived. There's no way. I mean, it's nothing but God. I couldn't keep myself alive with my black girl magic. So I mean, just stop this. And honey, I'm proud to be black. I'm black all day, every day. But at the end of the day, I know whom my father is. And I'm going to give credit to my father because I'm tired of people giving credit to everybody. You'll give credit to your little funky boss. You'll give credit to the white man. You want to say that the white man did the Bible, but you give credit to the white man. Oh, he gave me a raise. He gave you a little funky 10-cent raise. Congratulations. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. You awesome. Yep. Mm-hmm. And he don't even care about you. And you see that every day. They don't even care about me. They don't even care about the okay. But the one whom care about you, who made you, you won't even give credit to because you're so prideful and arrogant that you can't even see that God is the one. You ain't done nothing. You can't wake yourself up. Keep being prideful and see if you can wake yourself up. See who you call when something bad happens. Don't use my God either. Don't use our Heavenly Father when, oh, bad stuff start happening that you cause on yourself. Oh, and that's just like Jonah. Since we want to say that the Bible has nothing to do with today's world, there's a lot of Jonahs. And honey, I was a Jonah. I don't want to deal with certain issues that God told me to deal with. I don't want to deal with his people because I'm sick of the ignorance and I don't have time to sit here and debate. It's like debating with Trump. I don't have time for that. I can't stand talking with ignorance. I can't. It's hard. But if God tells me to do it, I have to do it. But I was wanting to do the Jonah. Like, I don't want to do that. They ain't going to get it. They ain't going to understand. So why am I going to put myself in that position of getting frustrated and annoyed when they're not going to understand? But God is like, I don't care what you're talking about. You're going to do what I say. But I try to go the opposite way. I'm not dealing with that part. God, I'll do everything else, but I'm not dealing with that. God is like, you don't dictate what you deal with, period. I made you. Just like we tell our kids, you don't dictate what goes on up in here. I pay the bills. And you came out of me. Okay then. How you think God feel? Who are you? Who are you? And I don't care about making anybody mad. Because the universe didn't give you nothing. And you can keep on with this universe stuff as if, oh yes, and I get my, and you're still missing. You're still empty. You're still not happy. You can fake it till you make it all you want. You can ha ha ha. Oh, I'm happier than you. Oh, you're bitter. Oh, you're mad. Oh no, you are. Everything that you're saying, people say what they are, really. When they say stuff to you, that's what they are. Oh, you're mad. No, that's what you are. You're mad. And I used to didn't even understand because I used to be a smart aleck when I was a child. And I'd be like, I know you are, but what am I? But I didn't even realize in that I'm saying a lot because when you say, I know you are, but what am I? Basically, everything that they saying is what they are. I know you are. That's what you are. No, you a selfish. Oh, no, that's what you are. But what am I? I'm waiting on you to tell me what I am. Because right now, you just telling me what you are in your actions. I don't care how you want to fake it or talk it or whatever. Walk it like you talk it then. Quit faking it till you make it then. People don't want to hear the truth. They want to shut me up. Oh, be quiet. Oh, you don't want to hurt nobody feel. Oh. And so you want them to stay retarded the rest of their life. You want them to stay stuck because you don't want them to outshine you. Who cares? I don't want them to be stuck. I don't want people to be stuck. Let it go. Give it to God. Don't give it to the cigarettes. Don't give it to your little funky friend that don't like you, that's envious of you anyway. Give it to God. Period. I'm telling you, that's the best thing. You want to experience some peace, some real peace. I used to say, oh, honey, I'm in peace. Honey, ain't no, I was not. Until I've experienced God for myself, I never experienced peace. Never. Until recently. Maybe when I was 30 and I'm about to be 33. So maybe 3 years. And I really recently experienced peace. As he is putting the pieces together, I'm experiencing more peace. I mean, that I've never experienced. No man, woman, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, auntie, money, nothing can give you what God can give you. Period. We seeking love from other people, from the church, from everybody but God, and wonder why we still feel empty. They can't fill that void. You're going to continue to be hurt every time until you give it to God and allow him to feel it. I'm telling you from my experience. I never smoked a day in my life. I never went to a bottle and drunk. I never got drunk like that. So I've never done those things. But I have 2 kids out of wedlock. I mean, I'm not perfect. Like you said, if you claim to be perfect, the truth does not lie in you. But what I'm saying is just give it to God. Let God complete your puzzle. Because ain't no man. There's so many people that have the best husband or wife, and they missing out on the blessing of that husband or wife because they still empty inside. They have this emptiness inside that they have not dealt with. That's why I'm not getting into a relationship until God completes my puzzle. I want my puzzle to be complete. So I'm not looking for somebody else to complete my puzzle. And I'm not meaning like I don't need a man because when God gives me the God-filled husband that, comes from him, then, that will be another piece of my puzzle. But I want to be completely happy with myself. And that's another thing that I feel that people are not taking time to themselves. And growing up themselves. They get into relationships and then they stop growing. They were growing so well before the relationship, and then once they got in a relationship, they just stopped. They started getting dependent. They started trying to fill that emptiness with that person and wondering why they're getting hurt, or wondering why they're spitting out their hurt on that other person. And that person's not even doing anything to them. They're not even doing anything wrong. And I'm not speaking on something I don't know because I've been in a relationship where I've tried to show the person everything. I mean, I'm literally not doing anything. And they've been so hurt and they refuse to first acknowledge. That's why I tell people, you must acknowledge that something's wrong. Because if you can't even acknowledge, how are you going to repent to God? What are you repenting to? What are you saying? Oh, well, however people make it. Well, don't even come to him because he's not going to hear you. I mean, of course he hears you just like we hear our kids, but we ignore him. He's not about to listen to that because you don't even mean it. You wouldn't even hear nobody with that fake sorry. oh, sorry, God. People saying that I drink too much or smoke too much. Oh, God. Oh, please forgive me. I'm going to drink a little bit tonight, but please forgive. No, don't come to him with that nonsense. Admit that you are drunk. Admit that you smoke too much. Admit that you are bitter. Admit that you are angry. Admit that and quit saying that you're not mad. I did that. I did that plenty of times. I used to people like, dang, you sound mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. But I'm yelling, saying I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I mean, I would get annoyed because they would ask me something, say something retarded. But, you know, I'm still yelling. So quit trying to control that emptiness, honey. It's not helping you. It's not. Stop it. Give it to God. How hard is it? Like that's so confusing to me. How hard is it to give it to God? Are you that prideful and rebellious that you can't even give it to God? You think you can do this on your own? How has that been working for you? Miss, I can do it on my own. I don't need nobody, honey. I've been making it by myself. Oh, you've been making it by yourself. Let me tell you something, because you need to watch your words. I used to say, it's all on me. It's all on me. I ain't got nobody. And God, like, wow, you don't have nobody? Oh, I ain't been rescuing you from your mess that you put yourself in. Okay, let me let you do you. Until I was like, oh shoot, now I got God. I'm not by myself. I got God. Then my life changed tremendously when I mean, just with my language. Because, when we get put into these situations as a single mom or a single father, or whatever it is, we feel like, oh, it's all on me. It's all on me. But God is like, no, I am with you. And God was with him. And so God is with you. And the moment I acknowledged that God is with me, my life changed. Like, and then I just started giving stuff to him. I'm like, okay. First, I started freaking out of, oh, this is too much. Oh, I can't deal with this. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is, there's nothing I can do. Well, give it to God. See, I didn't even have that mindset at that time. That's why I renewed my mind. Because in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm stuck in a bind. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. So I just start doing retarded stuff. I mean, it makes you do retarded stuff. When you in retarded situations, you do retarded stuff. And instead of me giving it to God and casting all my burdens onto him, I would try to figure it out myself and put myself in a deeper hole and then wonder why, oh gosh, why is this happening? I'm just trying to do the right thing, but I'm not giving it to God. I'm trying to do it on my own. I'm literally trying to do it on my own. And I can't. When it's out of your hands, then give it to God. You're like, okay, this is too much. I did as much as I could, because don't faith without works is dead. So I'm just waiting on God because I know God's gonna do it. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's dead. You still have to do something, but when it's completely out of your hands and you just left with nothing but God, then give it to God. You can't do nothing. So give it to God and let him handle it. Watch him work it out. So don't try to control the emptiness. I'm telling you, you lose yourself more and more. And then it's going to take more and more time. And don't think that, oh, God done fix me. Oh, I'm fine. No. Because you got years of hurt. So it's going to take some years. I mean, God can, he can get you better. And I'm much better. But it's going to take years for me to really become who I am, who I'm supposed to be. I've lost myself. Pleasing other people. I've became closed in. Like, I used to be very outspoken. I used to be happy-go-lucky. I used to be, the light of the show. But now it's like, oh, I can't say that. So I'm boring. I'm boring. Too. I don't like being boring. That's not me. So God is like, I didn't tell you to stop being you. Be you. I made you this way. And be who I made you to be. Quit trying to change for everybody else. Quit trying to downplay yourself or not talk as much because you don't want to seem like you know it all or whatever. You do know it all. And you did the research. You did the work. to know what you know. So why are you ashamed of this? And I didn't even have an answer for it. All I can say is, I'm sorry, Lord, and do better, period. I didn't realize me trying to downplay myself and not speak out because I'm like, I don't want to outshine nobody. I don't want to overdo it because people going to think that I'm doing too much or whatever. And you're like, what? Who are you serving? Because even in that, you're not even serving him. You serving people. I didn't even know that. I'm figuring that out too. I'm telling you, it's so much in this word. This is not old school. This is not back in the past. Just like our grannies used to say, honey, we did it. We just called it something else. It ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And that's true. And everything that we talking about from homosexuality to racism to all of that, that's in the word. But who am I to know? And I didn't know the word either. This is not something that I'm telling y'all like, oh, she just knows it not. No, I didn't understand it either. I was like, honey, I was just like y'all, like, I don't. That's old stuff. That what did that got to do with now? We got to pay bills now. What? But until I had to first have that relationship with God, because He gave me the understanding that I needed. He allowed me. He helped me read the Word because I didn't understand it at first. But the closer I got with God, the more He poured into me, and the more I got, it was like, oh, because stuff would happen. That's why Revelation journals that I'm promoting is important because most of my shows was written down in a journal. And in order to stop these cycles, you must start writing in your journal and and get it done because you're gonna repeat it. Because we all have that deja vu moment, like, hey, this done happened before. But what happened? Like, what did I do? Because this done happened before. But if we have our revelation journey, we can flip back and be like, dang, oh, and God did this. Oh, wow, or this is the revelation that I got. This is what happened. This is what I got at this time. And then once we reflect and we see, oh, okay, so this ain't nothing, honey. All right. I see you. I know how to deal with you now. So I'm not going back in that cycle anymore. So the revelation journals that is on our website at seaportraitsmagazine.com, you need to get because that will help you. And I'm adding QR codes to the ones that want it. I'm not going to put it on all of them because some people may not want to have my videos on a QR code on it and watch it. But I pray that, the ones that do want to have it, get it. I mean, it will help you. And if you can see how I can see the revelation, and you may get a revelation that of mine is totally different. I mean, that's just how it works. So get the revelation journals. I'm telling you, it will help your life. It will help you stop those cycles, repeating those same cycles in your life. Also, if you want to get the coffee mugs, tip on your little tea when you writing down your little stuff. We'll have that to match with your journals. I mean, we're having a sale now, so you might as well get it this month. Because it's Black History Month, we're doing a sale. You can get the journal and the coffee mug. It don't come with the QR code, but you can get the journal and the coffee mug for only $15. So go ahead and get it. I'm telling you, you will want to get it. Thanks again, guys. I can't tell you too much, but I hope that this has helped you. This is the intro to it. I hope you dig deep. I hope you get to see the revelation that is going to come out of this. I have one Friday. I am so excited when I say what I say. Y'all want to tune in. So let's dig deep, guys. Get into the root of things.